Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and we are playing Seablock today. Last time we were working really hard on getting our scaled up mineral sludge production up and running. However, we couldn't quite get it done in a reasonable time, but that's fine. That's not a problem. We are continuing the work on the build today, and we almost finished the spot that is supposed to be feeding these boilers with something, with solid fuel, right? Because this build is supposed to be building solid fuel. Let me show you what we're actually doing. We are trying to build this thing that is supposed to give us a lot of iron ore. Actually, other T1 ores as well, because it's just a simple switch of recipe like around here. Like this first 5 lines can be switched to other types of ores, and we can build, can get copper ore the same way, lots of stuff. This part requires lots of mineral sludge. To get mineral sludge, we can use the same process that we had here, except we are scaling it up a little bit, and we'll have 8 lines of filtration units matching 8 lines of crystallizers over here. We'll have the same thing with a hydro plant, and at some point we should be able to use just one of these machines once we reach a high enough technology level. Because I'm planning on sticking with this build for a while, until probably like mid-game. We'll see how long we'll be able to stay on it. The not exactly the issue, but this build requires charcoal, slag, and oxygen and hydrogen. We are getting lots of oxygen and hydrogen from this, from like regular electrolyzers, and we can also use electrolyzer to recipe in order to save on the energy requirements a little bit. Yeah. So this part will kind of happen here. We have 10 electrolyzers on one side, we'll have 10 more on the other side. We'll be recharging electrolyzer thingies. What are their names? Electrodes. We'll be recharging electrodes in between, but that will come much later. First thing is to build. First task that we have for this episode is to build this part of the build, which is this part of the build. How should we do this? That's a question. Let's okay, I'm not fully sure whether this will work nicely. Let's try something like this. Okay. I'm checking pipe connections. Everything seems to be in order, but I might have missed something. Right, I forgot. We need to actually have water provided here. Because without water, we cannot really do much. So let's give need water. And it immediately started producing things. Now we need to give water to the spots. That's about it. We don't have enough transport belts. Let's fix it. Can we fix it? Kinda. Yeah, we're building transport belts. Nice. I'm not sure how much, how many transport belts we'll need, but we built something and that's good enough. Yeah. We cannot build yellow underground belts because it's a bit too early. Well, they require tin, right? And we don't really have tin. Right? They require tin. We don't have tin. That's an issue. So, what should we do? We should produce something. Simple, right? Easy. We should just do it. Okay, I'd like to slow this down actually because this might take some time. Let's give these things. Okay. Let's continue. So what we want to do, we want to kind of copy paste this setup. Right, let's say copy paste. We are copy pasting this thing. And we want it somewhere here, except also need space for clarifier. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna remove liquefier from here and replace it with the chemical plant because I like it more. So now the trick is to give purified water here. So this will be given purified water. It will come here and it will be consumed by these two things. Interesting. I don't really have to keep it this way, right? Oh no, I do. Do I? I was thinking because, like, in theory, I can move it like this and build it even more compact, right? I think it looks good. At least, you know, it looks good to me. Right. This thing will have to go down to feed filtration units, right? Because they require purified water. So let's actually say that a filtration unit will be somewhere here. Alright, so filtration unit is here. It is giving us some sulfuric wastewater. And we will we will have these things. They are not going to be liquefiers for us. We will be using a chemical plant, right? So we will need 6 chemical plants, and this is the first of them. Right. Let's build some of these things so that it's easier to, you know, to do stuff, design stuff. We need hydro plant, we need chemical plants, we need filtration units, right? And clarifiers. We need lots of those things. Let's speed this up. I have a feeling that we... Oh, it's fine. I thought that we don't have enough bricks. Oh, not bricks, pipes. But we actually do have enough pipes. It's slightly surprising, but it's great. Okay, that's kind of a problem that we do not have that many bricks. And this thing is busy giving us landfill. Yeah. I'm not sure how to speed this up further. We just need to be a little bit more careful. We have lots of power, that's great. Okay, so we have produced one. Let's not go overboard, let's not produce too many, because we also need clarifier, right? Do we have enough? No, we don't have enough clarifier, we need 11 more. And we almost have 11 here. Okay, now we should have 11. Okay, we got clarifier. Let's build something simpler. Okay, these two things are built. We'll build this one. I would like to do something like this here. Okay. Honestly, this looks good enough to me. One, two. We want this thing. Okay, great. This is looking great. Like, really good. Things like this. Nice. Okay, what's happening here? We don't have enough gears. Let's produce some gears. Gears. Research is done. What do we need next? We'll need this tool, this one, for lead, sure, and for solder, sure. Actually, advanced solder as well. Let's research all of this. How much? Oh. Okay. That's somewhat expensive. That research is somewhat expensive. So So the problem here is that we are not really consuming any of these things. We can easily fix kind of the consumption problem by placing a couple of fly stacks, just like this. Well, and also by actually building the fly stack, right? Okay, one, let's say two. Let's build a couple more. Three. Okay, that's enough. This should be enough. Let's build assemblers. We'll need lots of assemblers. And we still don't have we are still missing chemical plants. Why are we missing them? Right, we don't have pipes. That explains it. Nice. So this thing is being delivered. This one will be recharging the frames with charcoal. So I'm looking at this and I don't see why I couldn't move this one tile up, to be honest. Just don't understand what would stop me from doing that. Okay, awesome. So how should this part work? Honestly, I'm a bit confused with this part. I'm slightly confused. Okay, let's see what's going on there. We built way too many pipes. 600. Okay, we'll use them for something. But that's way more than I wanted. Let's double check this part. So this will be producing sulfur and it will be combined with will be combining sulfur with oxygen. For that we need oxygen. Right, we have oxygen here. It can go here somewhere. This thing will be placed like this, and I'm assuming oxygen will be there, hydrogen here. Let's actually see. Hydrogen, right. That looks good so far. So we have oxygen here. We have hydrogen here. So 1, 2, 3. Is it gonna power everything? No, not quite. Okay, let's think about the this part. This will go like this. We need more. Oh, wow, that's That's a lot of stone, to be honest. We need more landfill, for sure. So hopefully we'll get a lot of stone bricks from that. Alright. Let's get back to this part. We produced 18 of those because I forgot about them, but that's okay. This is okay. Now we need to figure out this stuff. So I'm assuming it will be done like this. And we need to get the slag. We'll get the slag. No, maybe I should do it like this. Because this way I can use this one for balancing them between them. And this one could be replaced with like top-up valve or something in case we wanted to fix some priority later on. We'll see. The important part is that we found a place for the power pole. It will go here. Okay. I feel like this should work mostly, for the most part. Okay, we are missing this one. It's okay that it's missing. It's not that big of a deal. We need filtration units. Let's build them. And filtration units. And what else do we need? We'll figure this out. It's it can wait. Okay, how many do we have? We have 8. And we needed about 8, right? So next thing is to build a lot of crystallizers, which require copper pipe. And I don't believe we actually built lots of copper pipe in the past. Okay, let's do this. This thing. How should it look? Paste this part. And we cannot go further. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's go back here. This is enough. Let's build some crystallizers. Also give some landfill. We need a lot more landfill though. A lot more. So we also run out of charcoal. We have lots of like tiny issues. Like tiny thing not quite working in one place. Another tiny thing not quite working very well in another place. Let's just wait. Let's wait and observe what's going on. We are building this thing. We need a place for Roboport. Because the problem is that like 4 filtration units is not enough. It is not enough for what we want. Okay, this one. 3. Okay, the 4th doesn't work really well, but we kinda can make it work. Printer started working. I'm not sure whether you guys can hear it. I hope you cannot. But if you can, sorry for the noise. I'm sorry. I will try to edit it out. But no promises. Oh, this was bad. Well, it's not exactly bad, but it's kind of a waste of resources that we... I don't feel like we can afford to waste so much resources just like that. Okay. What do we need now? Now we kinda need more power, to be honest. But power will come here. So the question I have is whether I should copy paste this thing here or not. Let's slow everything down. No, let's not slow everything down because we are waiting on the landfill. So I want this landfill. You know, let's do this thing. So all these underground pipes will be placed. All of this should work fine. Kinda, I guess mostly fine. Let me place it like this. This should be better. Yeah, the problem now is really this landfill. I need a better production for landfill. Actually, why don't I build landfill production right here? Like, right here. Okay, I think... no. I think that's a great idea, to build landfill here. And we can do it. We can totally do it. Let's just copy paste it. We are copy pasting, we are rotating it a little bit, moving here and dropping it. Yeah. Nice. Okay, what if I make this a provider chest? Awesome. I like that we can use provider chest for this one, because this should simplify this part a lot. We don't have crusher. Let's build a crusher. Let's build ourselves a crusher. Or two. You know, I'm also fine with having a couple of crushers. Okay, we have crusher. And maybe we should change this back to stone production. Okay, we have one. Can we build the second one? Ah, this will do. Or not? It's kind of unfortunate. Okay, nice. We're building a couple of crushers. How many do we have? We have already 8. I think that's enough. Let's build 8 regular non-burning crushers. Right, and let's remember what we've been trying to do here. We've been trying to fix this build a little bit. Okay, so all construction robots are busy. A bunch of logistics robots are busy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have already 6 chunks of... the build is 6 chunks long and less than 1 chunk wide. This is good. Right, let's get back to this stuff while the other part is still working, well, being created. The issue here is that we need to somehow connect all of that. So how can we connect? This is straightforward. This should be working just fine. We can actually change this a bit. We can save the thing by having this one go from here to here, and this one to go from here to here. Right? And in theory, this saved us just enough space to let the pipes somehow turn around here. Maybe like this. I'm not actually sure, but if we can make this work, that would be great. Like this, right? I feel like this should work. Okay, let's get back to what we've been working on. We've been working on this part, and fortunately we're building a lot of landfill here, so we'll have this built in no time. Okay, 1, 2. That's good. Actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably cut the stuff somewhere here, so that only 2 of them are working. And we need a requester just here. We also need a requester on there. I'm missing 2 requester chests. The question is, where are all requester chests? So I have one here. We can change it to request, let's say 400, let's say 500. And that should be enough for some time. So we'll be able to get rid of it. Logistic bots, what are they doing? What are our logistic bots doing? Alright. They are... No, I actually have no idea what they're doing. That's funny. Okay, so let's replace this with a regular chest. And the second one, I think it's here, right? Let's also say that we want 500. We do want a lot. Right, and we are waiting for more things to be constructed. Nice. While we are doing that, let's request a lot of charcoal. Let's say 1000 of charcoal. And a lot of filter frames. Yeah, 200 sounds like a good number. 200 filter frames. Let's build them. Meanwhile, we need more charcoal. Actually, I kind of forgot to do that, but I was thinking about changing the offsets here so that both lanes are occupied. I'm not sure whether it's doing anything at all, but at the very least it increases the throughput of the output here, in theory. Kind of looks like we're burning all of it anyway. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a couple more. Okay, what do we need next? We are running over the limit of the length of the episode. I want to keep them 30 minutes long, but I don't want to drop this off on this like unfinished state. So let's try to do something about that. And then we'll be able to proceed. Okay, 160. We ran out of rods. Honestly, that's good enough. That is good enough. Right, we can finish copying the spot. It will go like this. We don't need this one. Okay, I like what I see. I really do. So, one thing that we need to keep in mind is that maybe it's two things. No, I guess it's just one thing. We need... Okay, the problem is that I don't really have a good way I don't know how to... No, I do. We'll just move it a little bit further down, and we'll place this part here. Here, done. Should work now. Let's build basic transport belts, because I have a feeling we don't have them. Yes, we don't have enough belts. And let's build this part. Well, not build, let's take this charcoal. We can remove this one. We have lots of charcoal there, lots of charcoal here. No, we also have what? Filter frame 200. I don't like that. I want to move all those filter frames over here. That's where they're supposed to go. Okay, and this one should request a lot of sulfur. I mean, let's ask it to get all the sulfur. We don't really need a lot of it, to be honest, but I also don't really see a point in keeping lots of sulfur just lying around, you know, when we can use it for a good purpose, like this one. Okay, so what's the state of our belts? We got 134 belts and we ran out of gears. Let's build more gears. We might also want more iron plates. We have 150 copper plates, and it looks like we have 0 iron plates. That's good. Nice. What should happen here? We want to... Okay, this is smelting. We want to take a crystallizer and place it like this, and like this, I think. Yep. Yep. We will be using this build, and it should work great. Crystallizing. What's the name? Safrito and Stereotator here. Oh, not Stereotator, whatever we need. And it will go down. It will be moved over there. Not moved, belted. We do not have enough iron chests. No, we had enough iron chests. This thing just wasn't... We didn't have enough robots. So, like, not having enough robots is kind of a problem, but it should be, like, we should be able to solve it relatively soon. Right, because what do we really need here? We basically just need... actually, that's a good question. What do we need for robots? For robots... I don't know where the robots are. Oh, okay, here. For robots we need logistic robot brain, which is looking very similar to green circuit, which we haven't researched. Yeah, it's advanced circuit substrate. What is that? Okay, I'm not sure what these things are, but we'll get them soon. Right. What are we doing now? We should have this thing working. Oh, the problem is we have a tiny problem here. That, to me, this doesn't look great, but if it works, it's fine. This is top-up valve. We should start getting hydrogen gas any moment now. No, we are not gonna be getting hydrogen because of these two things. So let's remove them from there and let's find them some, like, a good place here. So let's say we want to flare. What can we flare here? We can easily flare hydrogen gas here. Let's flare hydrogen gas using overflow valve. Another thing that we kind of want to flare is oxygen gas. But with oxygen it's a little bit trickier because we also need oxygen here, which I completely forgot. So we could I guess try to do something like this and add an overflow valve over there, like this. Right? I think it will work. The problem I see here is that I don't see how we could... Oh, okay, it's fine. I was saying I don't see how we can connect this part to charcoal that will be coming from above. It looks somewhat tricky. But I feel like we'll figure it out after some time. Okay, now we should do it like this. I will temporarily remove the left side because okay, that didn't go very well. Nice. So something like this. I feel like this should work. Right. Actually, let's limit it just to 2. And we have a problem. We don't have underground pipes. Underground belts. Sorry, underground belts. Let's build a lot of underground belts. Sounds like a great idea to me. And we'll need some stone to do that. Fortunately, we have some extra stone lying around, so it might be not very hard. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We have this thing. We have this thing. We don't have sulfur. We need to request a lot of sulfur. Where is our sulfur? It's all here. So let's request all of it. So we got a bunch of sulfur, reduced sulfuric acid, turned here, and we built a lot of sapphirite ore. That's awesome. That means that... wait, what's the problem here? I don't understand why it's not producing things, because it's supposed to work. Okay, so we have 6 belts, we have 10 belts, and we have 12 underground belts. So now, at this point, we have a lot of ore being produced. Oh, okay, it might not be a lot, but we have possibility to expand it so that, like, this build will start producing lots of ore. This line will be giving us iron and copper. From here we'll build bobmonium to get some tin, and from here we'll get robite to get some lead. In the beginning. Later on we will switch this production to pure recipe. And with that, I feel like we should take a break, because we did what we wanted. We built this part of the build and this part of the build. For the most part. Like, we don't have catalysts, but we have space reserved for them. Okay, here is our base. And we have lots of blinking stuff. I'm not even sure why it's blinking. I guess it's because of a missing power pole. It's always because of some power pole. Okay, nice. Okay, let's take a break. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheers!